Well, hello there, all you lovely, lovely bastards. It is I, Elder Got the Bones. Oh, shit, that's broken.
What'd you
Wow.
do?
You'll see in just a minute.
Oh, that's real broken.
That's
Hey, Bones,
real. That's real. That's my main. That's my webcam. Or that's my monitor.
Yeah, you should,
Yeah, we can fix that right now.
let's get that shit fixed real quick.
Yep. Hey, there's one. Fix it in post. Yep. Nope. No, I do not want to. No, do not want to fuck with that. Proprietaries. Hey.
Hey!
I had no idea. But what would it be without some sort of technical difficulties? I mean, seriously, Jesus Christ. Hello.
For real.
God Bones. Thank you, Smata, for the resub for 20 months. That is holy shit. Almost 2 years.
Real. We really, really appreciate the support of everything, of all of you all.
And I finally, I didn't send anything. I haven't mailed anything out. I did send pictures of his prints to him today.
And just something that I want to point out. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday, August 10th, is the 2-year anniversary of our very first stream, Bones.
Yeah. Is it first stream as affiliates or just first stream in general?
First stream. Because we got affiliate in December.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the 2-year anniversary of our very first stream, Bones. We need to do something next Thursday.
I mean, we'll stream.
That stream has to happen. And it needs to be Cosmo Voyage, damn it. We got to do something big for that.
Okay,
Two-parter that week.
I mean, sure, but say it's still going to be a regular stream because I can't edit. I can't change that.
No. I was thinking maybe we, if my schedule is that I'm getting off a little bit earlier that day, we could go back to the normal 9:30 start time that day instead of the shorter 10 o'clock. That would be good. Like I'm saying, like next week we could do a big 2-parter in celebration
that would be awesome.
Of 2 years. Or we could also go back to old school talk show for the 2-year.
We could go back to the.
But also at the same time, I don't know. I'm liking the. We'll let you all decide. How about that? Let them decide. You all want talk show or Cosmo Voyage on the 2-year anniversary? Throw it back or continue onwards with what we've been working with.
Ooh. You have this Friday off, so you can actually be here Thursday. Nice. That's awesome. This Thursday, we're probably going to be playing Tectonica.
Yeah, this Thursday's Tectonica. Next Thursday is the 2-year anniversary. That'll be the Cosmo Voyage.
Oh, God damn it. It's not letting me do what I want to do.
Yeah, we could do that. That could be really good. It's been a while since we've had a 2-parter of Cosmo Voyage. Well, other than the time that we were only doing Cosmo Voyage. We just kind of evolve with what we're wanting to play. All right, so you ready to hop into Cosmo Voyage, Bones?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to do something. It's not allowing me to do it.
You're good.
Odd that it's not allowing me to do it.
But yeah, guys, let us know. Do you all want us to do a throwback to the old talk show style, or do you all want us to do Cosmo Voyage next Thursday for the 2-year? We'll leave that up to you. Those are the 2 options.
Weird.
Smata, while he's doing that, I'll make that post in the Discord because he's doing that real quick.
Of course, bounces a reroll. Okay. Oh, that's why. Give me just a minute. Hey! And that didn't do a goddamn thing.
There we go. I just did it in general. That way we can get feedback from everyone.
Okay.
So, all right. So, Bones, remind us, what did your character do last time?
I brought a ship that's been missing back for
12 years.
12 years. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
I brought back the Mirage.
Yes.
Ship that had famously gone missing with a bunch of really, really prominent members of society on it. Which, granted, utopian society, so, like, it's all about reputation here. It's not wealth. There's no money. It's all reputation. So these were people that the public genuinely saw as good people. Well, as much as they could. I mean, everybody has private lives. But, like, this is all built on reputation, you know? Brought back the Mirage back to Earth.
And not only did so it's a little, I didn't just bring the Mirage back to Earth. I also then had to come back to Earth in Quirk's Prestige.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Leviathan can't come back.
Yeah, the Leviathan's still not ready to be public knowledge.
Yes, so I got to meet the new captain of Quirk's Prestige, Captain Teresa Elk.
Yep.
That's
and then
Trimago.
After the debrief and everything, you all went back to started your course back to the graveyard. Then you went into the sub VTF and had a really good chat with Lyson and saw the end of days for another universe, another timeline.
Yes, definitely in the realm of Mass Effect, unlocked a friendship point. I don't know why, but that's like the whole distinction I got from that, other than learning about it, like in character learning about it, like as myself looking at it is one of those, you became that much closer to that person to unlock some sort of
as far as we mortals can tell, it seemed like building a friendship with a deity.
Yes, I got to witness the ending of a universe, which is the ending of his universe and the beginning of ours. So what would be considered the Big Bang.
And it wasn't through the sub VTF. That was his doing.
Yeah, he was manifesting
broadcasting his memories.
Hold on a second. I will be right back.
Okay. Oh. So guys, do you all have any ideas for what you think will happen this stream? I know what's going to happen. Well, I have an idea of some things that will happen. I don't even know what the fuck he's doing over there. But if you all have any predictions, leave them down in the chat, because this one's gonna be a doozy.
Yes, it is.
So you leave the sub VTF. Oh, go ahead.
Just said and a back.
Oh, sorry. I'm actually gonna time skip. So to when you all arrive. So you all arrive there. What do you do in the meantime, though? If there's anything you work on in the meantime, a quick brief thing.
I still have 2 days.
Yeah. There's not anything significant that's going to be happening.
No, I
like
really,
it's a big crew. It runs like a big crew runs pretty autonomously. Like,
I do want to meet with Smith, Price, and Kilman because I know they're still on board. I haven't talked to them since we went live. I haven't shipped.
Okay. So do you call them to your
quarters,
to my new office?
Or quarters, office. They're basically the same area.
Yeah, I mean, which one is? Are you going down the stairs, or are you staying in the museum area?
We're gonna stay. We'll stay in the museum because everybody knows that they're undercover admirals. That they are admirals. Yeah. So there's no point in meeting in privacy.
Well, yeah, no. It's just like which environment do you prefer? More laid back or?
I mean, it's all gonna be
high-end business.
High-end business. Oh my God.
I mean, does it not seem like something that some rich CEO would have?
Oh fuck yeah! Being able to overlook your toys while you're in a fucking meeting. Yes.
Yeah. Like,
no, absolutely.
They're rewarding you.
In my office is fine.
Okay. So they meet you all there, and they're like, "Hey, what can we do for you?"
I have nutter butter peanut butter sandwich cookie in my mouth, and it's very yummy. Not sponsored, but if you want to fucking sponsor us, I would not turn this shit down.
I have one of my favorite things in the whole world.
Graham cracker. What?
Plain saltines.
Oh god.
I love saltines.
Dude, saltines are actually really, really good.
They're amazing.
So,
if I hadn't finished off my peanut butter a couple nights ago, I'd probably put some peanut butter on them. But that's also a bit more time consuming for this, so plain saltines it is.
You will probably love this. So, plain saltines, olive oil, ranch seasoning, and some red pepper flake.
Okay, that might be pretty good.
Mix it all into a bowl. Spread it out on a baking sheet. Bake in the oven at 200 degrees for 15 minutes. Toss 15 minutes. Toss 15 minutes. Toss 15 minutes. The olive oil dries so it doesn't leave any taste, but it adheres all of the seasoning to the crackers.
I'll try it sometime.
They're called crack crackers for a reason. I'll send you the recipe. Nonetheless, hold on.
What do you want to speak to us about, Cap? Motherfucker.
Sorry, something in my throat. Wanted to drink. So just wanted to. I mean, I haven't got to talk to you guys after we relaunched on this gargantuan ship.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
there's no Cashin's fist, but you know,
certainly is not. But there are some things on here that are kind of nicer.
This ship is really nice. I don't understand. I mean, they believed I needed it, so here we are. But yeah, I wanted to thank you for staying on board, because when you were undercover, and now everyone knows that, well, you literally and physically outrank me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, growing up military, going through the military ranks of everything, and then going to a research vessel, I gotta say, it's a much higher quality of life.
You mean just because of, like, room?
There's more space. There's more amenities because there's less people, if that makes sense. So the ratio is better.
It makes sense. I can understand that.
You know, it's the sub VTF is way bigger on this one.
Oh my god, did you could park Quirk's prestige in the sub VTF.
It's nuts.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what made you guys want to stay? I mean, other than the fact of the amenities, like, I know you were basically part of the crew, and I mean, and are, but
well, and keep in mind that was Kelman that was talking there. Price just kind of goes, the science of it all being on a research vessel, because that's my secondary, something very interesting. I think I speak for us all when I say, I mean, for the most part, we're in times of peace, so being in the military branch is kind of boring. Whereas, I mean, you've encountered the off-shove, and I mean, we're exploring the fringes of space. If there's a border there, you'll find it. There's going to be more action here, and taking down something in a military ship is one thing, but being a part of a crew that takes down military ships in a research vessel, that's something.
I try? Question mark. I lost a ship in the process, but I try. No, I
was granted their military ships posted closer now, but it's nice to know that there's still that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, as always, you're you are you're an integral part of the crew. Wow, I can talk today. And absolutely love the fact that you decided to stay on with us, because you've become one of us.
One of us. One of us.
And just wanted to thank you personally for staying aboard.
Absolutely. Is that all you needed?
Yeah, that was just wanted. Since you all three work in different sectors, I just wanted to touch base with you and say hi.
Well, hi. Feel free to chat with us anytime. We're just, it's a nice change of scenery.
Yeah. Dude, okay. So, last thing. What are you, the 780 foot tall, like, chasm of just Jesus?
That's part of it as well. I mean, it really changes the feel from being on a military vessel to being on a luxury yacht.
It's so weird. Like, I mean, granted, I've only been on 4 ships, technically.
Yeah?
Right, wait, hold on. Is it 4? First ship got destroyed, but wasn't mine. Foggy's Lament.
Mm-hmm.
Second ship was destroyed because of the off-shove.
No, that was the same ship. It was rebuilt.
Okay, then it was 3. 3 ships.
It was renamed, but it was technically the same ship.
Okay. I mean, if you account being on...
lost.
Yeah. If you call me being on the, like, short stint on Castian's Fist, that would be 4. But I went from hangar, or not even from hangar, from grapple arm to conference room, which was all of like 4 turns.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess technically 4, but realistically 3. Yeah, it feels, other than it not being luxurious from a monetary standpoint, unlike the holy lord, the embellishments that were on the Mirage. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly something.
Awesome. Well, I will let you get back to it. Thank you for taking the minute to meet with me.
Absolutely. Take care, Commander. They all just kind of go back to doing their stuff. Is there anything else you're wanting to do before we...
No, that was it. That was really the major
Is there anything you want to work on just in that
Hmm.
free time?
I do want to work on making my legs stronger because I know I'm barely using any of their capabilities.
Yeah. You're just going to train with your legs some more?
For the time being, yeah, because I can't really do. What can I really do with my one arm?
I mean, it's a bit more armored, and you've got that magnetic ability.
That's true. My fingers can basically become.
Or the telekinesis, almost.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's there.
You don't know. I'm gonna work on the telekinesis and using my powers.
All right. Um, all right. So, and that's what you're going to work on for the 2 days?
Yes. You need to roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for me, and I'll roll as well. If I can find asshole die. If not, then you're in luck. You get to do a compare roll check.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I rolled.
14.
It's been a long time since you've done this. And man, is it harder than you thought.
What did you roll?
15?
Oh my god.
You're almost as good as you were last time you tried this, but not quite there. It, in fact, is not like riding a bike.
Shit, I'm glad I spotted it and forced a reroll. Oh, I rolled a natural 1.
As with your portals, it's something different. Maybe it's the difference in speed from your limbs, but it seems that you're a bit clumsier going through the portals.
Okay.
You can still do it pretty well. It's just not quite as... doesn't quite seem the same as it was. Man, that bump in speed that last time, it really messed you up. Going from 125 to 135. Just a bit jarring.
Yeah.
Remember when I said you got to keep practicing if you want to keep using stuff?
Yeah. No. I remember.
All right. You arrive back to the graveyard, and you can tell there's a few more ships scattered about. When you do your scans, it looks like there's 7 or 8 more. But one of them's different. Wait a minute. It's not a human ship. It's not even a Union ship. It looks like an offshore ship.
Ooh. Scan it. Do we have any sort of life forms on board?
No life forms and no signs of power. There is a hull, but this one didn't go all the way through.
How large is the ship?
Oh, it's not small. It's not as... It's a little bit bigger than the last one you saw, but it's not dreadnought sized.
Okay.
It's probably a medium cruiser, favoring on the light side of medium.
So let's go ahead and
You got to skip this. We need something a bit more than this.
okay. You're not wrong.
Hey, I like it. But like I said, this one's going to be a doozy. A bit faster than this.
We skip this one as well.
Yeah. We need something quick. That'll work.
Oh,
That one.
okay.
All right. So, what are you doing now? There's a
So,
derelict offshore ship amongst the new ones.
so I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go get the SIA on the horn and send a
Alright.
probe to do some recon about the ship while I'm doing that.
All right. The science team gets on sending a probe out, and they've got, well, Minkle and the Ghost both directly monitoring it.
Cool. Tell
And
them
you go
to,
in-
and then as I'm going to the conference room to alert them, I want Tiny Reg to basically interrupt with any sort of information.
Okay. So you've got Minkle and Tiny Reg monitoring the probe, and Tiny Reg is going to interrupt if anything important comes in.
Yeah, because it's kind of a important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So you get to the conference room, and by the way, it's not a good time. But they pick up, and you can tell they're not at the office. They're in their homes. They're just kind of like, this better be good, Quirk.
There's a derelict offshore vessel at the graveyard.
What do scans show?
Empty, but it has a massive hole in it, similar to the Mirage, but it's not. It didn't puncture it. No life scan, no life support, or no life sign showing. I haven't gone any further because we just got in, just warped in. I have Minkle and Tiny Reg currently. I sent a probe out, and I advise Tiny Reg to just kind of butt in if they find out anything.
Good. Dr. Persh is thinking and goes, all right. I'm going to get in contact with the USU Council. We've recently elected a fifth. They're going to do some work on there, and then they'll contact you.
Okay.
Trying to get reinforcements your way as quick as possible.
Do you want me to investigate the ship, or do you want me to wait until we have military support?
You've got a capable ship, Quirk. We gave you exactly what you asked for, and you took that into mind.
Yes.
Reinforcements will be on their way, but you said you could handle this.
Yeah, I'm mostly just asking out of habit. So apologies. Yeah, no,
I understand, but yeah, research is your thing. If this is going to be an enemy, we need to know what we can about their ships, and also maybe if you can find some way of diplomacy, that could be an option. Just see what you can find there, but also, I mean, stay on red alert. I mean, if there's an offshore ship here and we're that close to the border,
yeah,
be
and
careful.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those, and so yeah, I over and out, absolutely. We're gonna go investigate the ship. If we find after an initial investigation that it's safe, quote unquote, probably going to attach the ship and try and give it power.
Okay.
Depending on what we find out. So I will keep you updated on any further updates.
Understood.
Awesome. Work out.
Oh,
sorry. Apologies.
No, I was just gonna say, as the transmission ends, hold on, sorry, formatting on the notes page. There we go. So, as it fades out, where are you going from there? Probe should be landing soon.
I'm going to start prepping crew.
Prepping crew. Okay, where are you heading?
I mean, ship.
Okay. How are you prepping them?
Oh, I mean, just letting them know, like advising them, hey, starting to getting prepared for hopping it, like
Like how you
medium
doing
size.
this?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking.
We're in real time, not quick time.
Yeah. So going back to the bridge to update
Yep.
bridge crew about what's going on, and taking Sprocket, Lyson. Part of me wants to take Huge Reg.
Okay, so you're gonna board the.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point. We gotta, after initial scans come back from the probe, then we will. But basically having him on standby, letting him know as soon as word comes back that it's viable to land on, we're in route. So yeah, myself, pack card. Part of me wants to take Huge Reg because of who he is, but I don't know if the off shoves shit, if it's going to be capable for him to get into it, get out of it.
Okay. So you're taking Sprocket. Who else?
Rocket, Polston, Lyson, Pact Card, myself, and Trimus. And then another, like, how many is that? 6 or 7?
That's 5, 6 including you.
Okay, 6 including me.
Sprocket,
and
Polston, Lyson, Pact Card, and Trimus.
That's 6 including me. Another 19 on my shuttle, and then another, because they hold 25, another 25 security officers.
You're gonna take another 25.
Yeah, so we're gonna take 50. Hey Zen, thank you for hopping in, bud. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks for popping in, Zen. All right, so you're taking Sprocket, Polston, Lyson, Pact Card, Trimus, and then 50 security crew.
Yes. Well, not 50, 40.
44.
Yeah, 44. 2 full.
2 full shuttles.
Yes. But what does initial report look like from probe?
Initial report from probe shows no signs of life. Video scans show similarly mutilated corpses laying around. The hole was not on a power generator. On the power generator, though, as far as they can tell. But power was disabled at some point, it looks like.
Plausible we could potentially turn the ship on.
Potentially, the probe wasn't able to go deep enough to see.
That's fine. That's yeah. No, let's go investigate the derelict ship.
All right.
And
so
also
get on the probe.
Also,
go ahead.
I want to take 2 more shuttles of another 25 apiece, and I want them exploring the other human vessels that are there, seeing what sort of cargo or anything that's worth of note. Since there's nothing in those ships and they're human missing, might as well take inventory of what they have.
Okay. Absolutely.
Having
so
them
you've got
stay away.
So you've got your group and another 44 going to of the security going to derelict, and then you've got 50 other crew investigating the other ships.
Yep, and I'm having them start away from the staying
furthest
clear
away from the off shove.
Yeah,
first.
Just for the whole. There's plenty of shit to do here. Just go outside and work your way in.
Yeah. Okay.
Might as well. I don't need to be present for that.
Yeah. So you all head in, and they just get you on your head comms because you're already on the ship. But you get a call from the Union Council.
Okay. Quirk here.
Um,
Commander Quirk here.
it's Admiral Emily Masterson. She goes, "Hey, sorry about all the shuffle and silence from us. Since you've been gone, I've been promoted to full chairman, and we now have Admiral Nathaniel Odom joining on the council as well. And I'll put all this on the wiki
Okay.
tonight."
Congratulations on the promotion. That's, congratulations are in order. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So we've got another dreadnought style ship inbound. We're hoping that between two dreadnoughts we can take down whatever comes to you all.
Okay. Yeah.
And we've got some more on standby, getting closer to that area, but maybe not necessarily in quite yet.
Okay.
Because we don't want to just crush them like seals. We want to actually gauge their power. But if they come in with a bigger fleet, we don't want to be caught off guard.
Yeah. Don't worry. I got a great get out of fucking Dodge plan.
That's true, but also we don't necessarily want them following into our space.
This is true as well. Absolutely.
So we're gonna have one in there, next, near somewhere else in the graveyard, just in case something happens. And then we're gonna have a couple more on standby, ready to be in.
Cool. So I'm getting ready to basically land 50 boarding party members. We're going to start investigating the ship, and then I have another 50 exploring and basically categorizing and cataloging the other abandoned, the other derelict ships in the area, starting from the furthest away from the.
You got to turn up here.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Which is funny because I'm watching my.
It's not coming through on Discord. That's what I'm saying. You need to change it on Discord.
Which is weird because it's I guess it could be Discord. Let me
see, that completely tapered off.
Weird.
Yeah.
Voice and video.
Do you have it set to automatic or manual?
I have manual.
Okay. Since we have the same mic, I know mine's a bit further away. I've got mine. Oh, mine's set to automatic.
I'll change it to automatic and see what happens.
Because that should only affect the audio that I hear, not the stream.
True. I am pulling directly from the mic.
Yeah.
Oh.
So. All right.
So yeah, I am, and they're going to be cataloging all the other ships just to take inventory of them. So. Just so you know where they are, and I will let you know if anything happens while I'm on board the ship, I'll be the first to let you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep us posted, and like I said, reinforcements are on the way just in case anything happens.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I look forward to talking with you more, but right now I'm gonna go investigate a ship.
Absolutely. Stay safe.
Will do.
And then they disconnect. You all are almost onto the ship at this point. You all don't really know how their docking shit works. You all are just going through the hole.
How big is this hole?
It's big. It just didn't go all the way through.
Okay.
You can tell the metal it's worn differently. It's almost impact torn rather than threaded like the others. Seems to be a more hardened material.
It kind of makes sense considering the offshove somehow had wings and guns within guns and ships within ships, and it was a never-ending kaleidoscope of weaponry.
Yeah, they're very, very modular, very advanced technology.
Yeah, makes me kind of wonder. That's freaking character. Primus, Centrus stuff. Speaking, hopping back in. So, yeah, Trimus. Just to kind of pick your brain here, does any of this kind of look familiar to you?
It does not.
Good. All right. Well, keep your eyes peeled and let me know if you guys find it.
You all go through, and Sprocket and Pact Card are really investigating the engineering aspect of it. You know, they're going through and they're like, wow, these power conduits, this what appears to be like, they're like, this is just so wildly different than everything we do.
Oh, what, like, how so? Like redundancies or just
Like I don't recognize these materials. I don't, and like the patterns and everything like that, they're so thin and small and efficient. And it's almost like if you handed someone like fucking, I don't know, a smartphone, like a broken smartphone, to someone from like the 1400s or something, like that equivalency. Like it's just looks completely foreign and makes no sense.
okay. I mean, yeah, I don't overtly understand what I'm looking at either, so you would understand this better than I do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's just so you can tell it's advanced, but like I don't know how to describe it other than alien. Similar to if someone in the 1400s found a broken smartphone, it would look alien.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but aliens.
It's alien as shit. Aliens. They do scans of it, and like these elements are just wild. They're just completely undiscovered. Like this is new shit. Like theoretically possible, but like this is beyond the elements we've synthesized.
Okay. I mean, do you think there's any chance of getting power back up and running?
I mean, I don't know. Like the electrical systems and stuff look more complicated than the space station you all were on. It doesn't just look alien. It looks stupid advanced as well.
Okay. So what you're telling me is that well, we need to get to the bridge and take a look and see what's going on there. Also, we should probably like
and littered around the whole area, like I said, there's dismembered off show. Claw marks, the works.
And Trimus, these claw marks and these like perfect cuts in the metal here. Anything? What is your take on this?
I do not know. None of this looks familiar to me.
Okay, thank you.
Like this doesn't look like anything I've seen before. I was created for a specific purpose. I don't know what you want from me, guy. I was created to kill those specific people. It doesn't look familiar. Shit, if it didn't look familiar to you on the ship that he was designed to infiltrate, why the fuck would it look familiar to him?
You never know when something may just kind of like, oh, that vaguely looks familiar, and it sparks a memory. They are really old. So
maybe I asked him earlier and he was like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, well, let's make our way to the bridge and see what we can find out.
All right.
Or at least wherever the goddamn bridge is on this thing.
Yeah, you make your way to what looked to be the bridge. And when you get there, yeah, it seems to be a bridge, but oh my god, are there a lot of battle stations. Like, easily a 50-person bridge.
Shit.
Easily.
So this is would definitely be I mean, clearly the offshore for a militaristic species. Anyways, but any obvious signs of how to turn the damn thing on?
I mean, there's there's not anything that looks to be screens. There's just like bits and bobs of things. Like, have you seen the scene from Zoolander where they're trying to figure out how to turn on the computer?
It's been a long time since I've seen Zoolander.
They're like smacking the iMac.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Like, fuck, I can't find anything to turn it on. There's no obvious buttons. There's no...
I mean, it's not like we understand the design of the ship any, so.
Exactly. It's like, it's a miracle we could translate their language. And all they said was, fuck you.
And die.
Yeah.
You know, what if, and this is totally far-fetched because we really don't know anything about them, what if we just kind of ran into like, for all intents and purposes, a religious sect that's dominant, like they kind of, like they're separatists and they went their own way, and maybe the rest of them aren't that bad.
Maybe. Who knows?
You know, the only way we're gonna find out is we're fine. Maybe they're like the Borg. Maybe resistance is futile.
Who knows?
You do.
Shit, I make most of this up on the fly.
Cosmo Voyage. Where the role playing doesn't count.
But the story really matters.
Yes. Is there like a fucking book? Is there anything that anyone can? No, there's nothing. So then, do we just mindlessly slap shit until it turns on?
There's like things that look like maybe something could go in them and stuff like that, but like nothing's working.
Is there like what appears to be a captain's chair? I mean, like there's like a chair.
I mean,
here.
yeah, there's a raised platform with another desk that you have no clue what the fuck to do with. It still has one of those, you know, it has something that looks like something could go into it, but like.
And on any of the corpses that are speaking about Earth, is there anything showing like access card, key card, any sort of tablet device?
No. Just their armor and like that's on their limbs.
So like they're the core, we just have limbs. We don't have like torsos.
There's torsos, heads, like, but all that's on them is like the clothing, like.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go sit in the goddamn captain's chair and see what happens.
Okay. You sit in the captain's chair. It's not very comfy.
But it doesn't
nothing happens. You just sit in it.
Okay. It doesn't. There's no sort of like biometric. It senses that there's a sentient being sitting.
Not from sitting. No.
Hey. Out of frustration, I slam my left fist into the console.
Nope. Still nothing.
Fucking Christ.
There's nothing on the table, just the thing that looks like something could go in it.
And is there anything around that looks like it could fit in it?
I mean, it's a pretty decent size. Like,
Okay.
stick your hand in it. You could.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
You
a
could
good
stick
idea.
a lot of things in it. Like, it's just an opening.
But what's the shape? Like, is it just square? Is it octagonal? Is it
like in one of the legs? There's a cylindrical hole, like cut out, and like it kind of waves up on like the openings, but like it's just like sort of cylindrical in shape on the inside with just like an opening in the side of the leg of the table, or like the console there. It's like right next to the seat.
Is it on my right or left side?
You're right.
Put my arm in it.
Your metal arm.
My metal arm. Yes,
How
I'm.
that
Lights on.
Really fucking good cracker.
All right, Lyson, I'm glad you enjoy eating crackers.
What you need, boss?
I'm going to stick my right arm into this hole.
Your left, you mean?
Yep, sorry, my left. Sorry, apologies.
He's left-handed.
Yes. And if I can't pull myself out, cut my arm off, please.
Cut your arm off.
I mean, depending on what's going on, yeah.
Fair enough. You didn't pick up at all there.
That I really don't want to lose my left arm. But like,
Did you stick your left arm in?
yes.
Roll for me.
19.
A thing pokes down and scratches at the back of your hand. Like, it's cutting you.
Pull away.
Okay. There's like, like it's cut deep, like, and it got you like right in between fingers there.
Yeah.
It's pretty deep. Like, it hurts. Bad. You're bleeding pretty bad.
Okay.
Well, for a hand injury.
Yeah. And I didn't fucking bring a medic.
I mean, you all have supplies with you.
I mean, yeah, I know, but I'm just like, fuck. This is when you need huge wrench.
I mean, there was Baxter. You could have brought him.
I totally forgot Baxter's on ship again. So,
like, shit, there's a few people in medical.
I know. I could have brought. Yes, I understand this. So yeah, take a quick second to bandage my goddamn fucking injury. But we got somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you do from there, Mr. Holy Hand?
Fuck. Don't stick your hand in circles, that's for sure. But at the same time, it's like you also like
directions unclear, dick stuck in toaster.
Oh shit. But at the same time, it's like we kind of have to figure this shit out.
Yeah. I know.
And so did anything happen after?
I mean, it fucking stabbed you.
No shit, but I mean, was there anything?
No, that's all that happened. You pulled your hand out pretty quick.
Wouldn't make sense to stick your arm under it.
Well, like, so, like if I'm sitting here, like my hand's here, it's like
Would he get cancer if he rolled a 1?
It would have been a lot more violent.
Yeah.
19 was for how quick he pulls his hand away. Like, that was me giving him leniency with pulling his hand away.
Christ. But so
I rolled an 11. So, like, that was a check. So, like, I rolled an 11, he rolled a 19.
So, damn it.
Zen, you weren't here for the last encounter with the off shove. They're fucking intense.
Yeah. So my last encounter with the off shove is also when I lost my second vessel. Every time I damaged their ship, that ship turned into a ship, and that ship repaired itself. So they had guns within guns and wings within wings, and then armor within armor. They were basically indestructible. I think at one point in time, before I jettisoned the core of Foggio's Lament, there was what, like,
Y'all destroyed one or two of them, but like, yeah, like major segments of the big ship, whenever they got knocked off, they closed off and were like a smaller ship. It was a very modular design.
Yeah, so I had
it was like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I think they were like 5 ships, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
So I basically,
not including the fighters.
Yeah. So it stands to reason that they would use some sort of biometric signal to figure out whether or not you are supposed to be in charge of the ship. And if it's causing pain, no wonder why they're so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't you love anti-cheat these days?
In Soviet Russia.
So yeah, it stabbed you. What are you gonna do now?
Hold on.
You're right, it is still better than kernel-based anti-cheat.
Oh god.
And that's why I don't play Valorant.
Go grab one of the arms.
Anyone in particular?
Find the captain's arm?
Okay. You assume it's the captain's. It's got like a slightly different design than all the others.
Shove it in the hole.
You shove it in the hole, and it like stabs and it's digging in, and then like blood spurting out of the dismembered part of the arm. It looks monstrous. It's like, what the fuck?
All right, well,
it does it for a little bit, and then some holographic stuff on the captain's console comes up.
Oh, does it have like a million scars? Yes, Captain.
Well, all of the desks have those things. Like,
and so the holographic things? What do they say?
Fuck, it's all hieroglyphics. Like, it's a completely different language.
You were the one that just said we translated. Oh, we translated the spoken. Shit.
It's a spoken language. Yeah, it's all written language. It doesn't look very user-friendly from your perspective. It's just a bunch of fucking symbols all over it. You can't tell. It's like if they used block letters and Microsoft Word typed everything on the screen. So far as you can tell, but in wingdings.
Wingdings, yes. Oh shit! Drink your Ovaltine. No. I will drink my beverage, which is fucking delicious, by the way.
Mine as well.
What is your beverage?
It's Milo sweet tea, half and half with lemonade.
Ooh, that is yummy. Mine
I just
is
got Milo sweet tea. I got a gallon of Milo sweet tea and a gallon of lemonade.
fuck yeah, all
I
Arnold
made that
Palmer.
shit myself. Absolutely.
Mine is so. There's a powdered Sonic beverage called Ocean Breeze.
Yeah.
What's that? A 6-ounce can of pineapple juice, and about 4 ounces of Italian sweet cream coffee.
Nice.
It was delicious.
So, the thing comes up. It looks like just a big nice Word document of winged
Damn it.
with like no space, like even spacing along the whole thing. Like it's just like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, that arm's still spitting out blood, doing its thing. Like it's just spraying everywhere, and everyone else is like, what the fuck?
Okay, so I guess now we know why they're so angry and war. That looks painful.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Also probably a good thing we didn't bring Minkle. Although and then Packed Card's like, although, you know, you
Oh god.
So yeah, you've got that holographic screen with a bunch of different things on it and an arm spitting blood out of the thing.
So we have
Roll for me.
15.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I was going to sit back down in the chair and see if I can ascertain or somehow make sense of what I'm looking at.
Okay. It still looks like windy, like it's just a bunch of fucking letters, man. Like you don't know what you're looking at. What are you doing to it?
I don't want to just arbitrarily touch shit because I don't want to alert the off shove and have them come attack me.
You don't know any other languages, but don't know why you think you'd be able to figure this one out.
I don't know. We kind of figured out the fucking
Was that a stone?
The starting sequence for the goddamn Trinus.
Yeah, but that at least looked kind of similar to your all's stuff. Like these are individual letters as far as you can tell. They're all equally spaced from each other in a grid. Like,
so I mean, if they're all equally spaced with each other to make a grid, it stands to reason that each one of them represents.
You cut out.
So if they're all logistically speaking, if they're all, is it
a little closer? There's a lot of space between the.
There's really not.
Looks like it from my end. Anyway,
there's
what I'm saying is like
literally 2 fingers worth.
Yeah.
I don't know what maybe 3 fingers. There's 3 fingers worth. Yeah, there.
Yeah, well, knock that shit down to 2. And then move it closer to your face.
Or better yet. How about this? Is that better?
Yes, that's a lot better actually.
Now I don't have to worry as much. Now I just got a big black dick in my face.
Excellent. That's what we've always wanted. So, so since they're all equally spaced, it stands to reason that what?
That it's a menu.
Okay.
Like from a UI standpoint, it stands to reason that if they're not grouped together, if they're spacing, that it's some sort of menu.
Okay.
Whatever that menu means, I have not a clue.
So what do you do?
I mean, arbitrarily, I'm gonna have to touch one.
Okay.
One.
So you touch one of them. The formatting instantly changes. There's a couple of stuff here, a couple stuff there, bigger letters, stuff like that, but it changes. Still all wingdings.
Okay, so it's a menu.
The blood spittering out of that arm is getting less and less. Because it's still just spitting out blood. Like, I'm just letting you know, like, it's...
Yeah. Look for repeating yeah, actually, that's a phenomenal. Is there any sort of repeating patterns in the text?
I mean, some of them look similar, but like you can't tell. Like, there's some that could be numbers, but maybe aren't. You're not really sure.
The ones that could be numbers, do they appear to be as like ascending in some way, shape, or form?
No, they're all pretty stable. Some of them change occasionally, but they seem to be going back to the same. Roll for me.
12.
The arm runs out of blood. And text is just flashing all over that screen now. Like, it's just constantly shifting and shuffling, changing up. And then it all turns off again.
Find me another arm.
They get you another arm.
Just shove that son of a bitch back in it.
You take out the old arm and put in the new arm, and it just shreds the arm. Nothing comes on, it just shreds the arm.
Oh God. Pack card question. Do you think you could create a blood synthesizer?
I don't know medical stuff.
Lyson, could you help Pact Card make a blood synthesizer?
Pack card's just like, let me look at pack card stuff real quick. Hold on.
The nanobots.
Like, I don't know, because I don't know blood stuff either.
I mean, he's a deity. And bullshit, he doesn't know fucking...
Wait, you asked Pact Card?
I asked Lyson if he could help, if he could help Pact Card make a blood synthesizer.
He goes, I mean, help him make one? No. Could I do it? Yes. But, I mean, you can just put the blood back in the arm.
But then we repeat the process over and over again. If I could synthesize a stable blood supply, then we don't have to keep putting the blood back in.
Let's just connect a tube to what, like, the two spot, like, to another point. Maybe you can make it flow.
I mean,
I don't want the... It goes, when we were just putting more blood all over the room.
Fine. Let's try and put the blood back in the arm. Pact Card, can you make a oh god, what's that pump called? Can you make a screw pump where the two lobes are offset so it could simulate the the pressure pressure difference to make the blood circulate through the arm.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Okay. Right.
It takes him a bit. He manufactures the machine, and then Lysol puts the blood back in the machine.
Okay.
Then
try this again.
you stick the arm back in.
Stick the arm back in the hole.
It shreds this arm too now.
Fucking Christ. Do we have any other body parts that have squiggly insignia on it that don't look weird, or that look weird?
Yeah.
Grab it.
I trudge it too. How many of these are you gonna shred? I'm just trying to plan my afternoon.
Well, since we don't know what the hell we're doing, we're just
You're just gonna keep feeding it body parts.
why the fuck not? They're already dead. It's not like we're breaking any sort of Geneva Convention thing.
Every single body part you put in just gets shredded by it. Nothing ever changes. How many do you do before you give up?
5.
5? You go through 5?
I mean, how many people? I mean, there's multitudes of people on this vessel.
Yeah, like there's a bunch, but like I feel like after 2, you'd be like, okay, maybe it's just not gonna work. Just keep shredding hard. Yeah, it doesn't work.
It's kind of satisfying. These bastards made me destroy a ship.
After like the 4th one, like as you're putting the 5th one in, Post is like, man, what the fuck? Stop doing that. As you're putting the 5th one in and it shreds it, and he's just like, come on, just stop. It's not working. You're just throwing blood and gore everywhere. It's getting all over us.
It's just all I can think of is like some shitty B movie with like it's a Quentin Tarantino film. Didn't you know this?
Fucking throwing shit in a blender.
Will it blend? Yes.
Yes, it does. Now stop. These are body parts.
Oh god. Oh, I'm excited.
Fucking psychopath.
I'm gonna die. Oh god. Oh.
If you'd said like maybe 1 more, it would have been fine. You're like 5.
You never
Was
know
that
when
5 more?
Yeah,
So was that 7 total or a total of 5?
A total of 5.
Okay.
You
That's
never
slightly
know.
better, but still a lot. If it was 7, been just like, Jesus fuck, man. Point out the criminal that was forced to join the union.
I mean, you never, since we don't know the insignia and the rank, you never know when one may end up being like,
Yeah.
you kind of have to try. I mean, it's
I'm just like, we put the man's blood back in for the one that did it. Doing what else you want. We don't know their language. We're just throwing arms in a blender at this point.
Can we put a head in the other hole that's over here on the desk?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Fine, you can do it. You put the head in, it shreds it, now roll for me.
9.
Oh. Okay. So what do you try next?
Part of me wants to break the fucking table.
With what?
My right arm, but I know it's not a good idea. But I'm frustrated and covered in gore.
You're the one that kept putting body parts. You can't complain about the gore at this point. You're just like, I'm gonna keep shoving these arms in. What about a head this time? Yeah, that's a great design. Stab a needle in my face to use the computer.
I mean, we don't know the the way their shit works. It actually grab another arm and look at the skin. Does the skin looks like it's been damaged from multiple insertions of shit?
I mean, it's blue skin.
Okay.
Didn't you want to fuck a blue alien?
Green.
Green. Oh, sorry. The Bulgarians were blue. Sorry. It's green skin. I couldn't remember what color each one was. It's green skin, and I mean, there's varying tones, but you can't tell what's injury and what's different skin
But I mean, but you don't have
tones.
like there doesn't seem like any other than the fact that it's visibly ripped off its actual arm.
I mean, it's sliced. Like,
Yeah.
just like everything else. Like, it's kind of jagged slices, but yeah.
But yeah, but it doesn't look like, oh, fucking needle stabs in the fucking forearm.
Oh yeah, no, they're those on all of them.
Okay.
There's actually like a little port that it goes into. It's like whenever you go in, like there's like ports around it that it goes into.
So it's kind of like the Matrix.
Kind of, except they're stabbing the shit out of your arm.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll for me.
10.
Okay. What are you doing now?
I am I'm at a loss of how to turn this fucking ship on. You guys have any bright ideas?
They're just kind of looking and they're like, no, I mean, we put the one arm in and it kind of worked, and then when it ran out of blood, it locked down, and now it's just shredding arms. So I don't think that's a good thing necessarily.
No, I don't either. And I think that was it doesn't, I mean, is any, I guess. Tiny Reg, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Has there been any changes to the ship since we've been on it?
I mean, the power flashed for a bit, and so like there were different signals. There was a spike in signals at one point, and then it all stopped.
Yeah, we had there was a thing, and it ran out of blood, and then it starts shredding shit. So yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Roll for me.
5.
Okay, finish your sentence.
I'm not liking these rolls.
I'll let you finish what your thought was, since I interrupted you.
Just having a hard time getting these. So the language looked like wingdings. Basically, it was very pictograph, like that's their visual language is very pictographish.
Interesting. I'll start analyzing like the helmet footage and seeing if I can make anything of it.
I hope you like the gory parts.
Oh boy. So what are you doing now?
I mean, part of me wants to go find the reactor of the ship to see if we can't brute force the damn thing to turn on.
All right. You all start heading towards what appears to be the reactor room. Along the way, like I said, there's just blood, guts, viscera. There's different rooms throughout the ship, but you all keep making your way and looking for what seems to be a reactor room.
Do we find any sort of med bay?
Maybe? It's hard to tell. Like, you don't, like, all of this is so foreign. You're like, this could be a med bay. It could be a library. Be a mess hall. We don't know.
So who would be with me right now would be Pact Card, Lyson, Holston, Sprocket, and myself. And Trimus.
Correct. Yep.
And basically the other 20, or, you know, the other 44 other crew members of the security team, kind of flanking everything and exploring.
Yeah. As you're exploring, you get a note on comm saying, "Oh my God, there's an offshore ship that's just warped into the space.
Retreat, run back to the ship."
You all are still pretty far away from the shuttle, but you all start running there, and then you're getting let's see, who have you actually left on the ship that's in charge?
Huge Reg is there.
Huge Reg is there, yeah. After that, it's not till Lynx and Jens. Huge Reg is just like, "Captain, they've started opening fire. We've got the shields up, but what are your..."
Return fire.
They start returning fire. You can, I mean, as much as you can hear shit in space, like, there's flashes of light and stuff. And you can hear stuff through, like, comms and stuff like that.
I'm going to get a hold of the USU.
Okay. You get in touch with the USU?
So we are currently under fire from a off-shelf vessel.
Understood. Daedalus is still en route to join you. Try and hold it off as long as you can and see if you can't get a win this time.
Okay. What do we have as far as an ETA?
Couple hours.
Shit. Okay. Pact Card, Quirk out.
But you all have been on that ship for an hour or two.
Yeah.
So you all get back to the shuttle bay, and oh God, is this one big. It's not quite as big as the Leviathan, but it's bigger than the ship you're on.
Awesome. Well, let's get back to the Leviathan as quick as possible.
Not much bigger than the one you're on, but a little bit. So, go ahead.
What kind of damage is the artillery cannons that they left forward mounted on the Leviathan doing to the off-shove?
What? I mean, not much. They've got shields on this one. Just like the last one, it's not doing a whole lot. And then fighters start swarming out of it.
Yeah, I mean, launch every fighter we have, and start producing replacements.
All right. So as you all are getting in the shuttle and starting to take off, you can just see fighters on both sides just whirring by, exploding, lasers going by, missiles, everything.
Use
Roll for me.
the
Oh no, go ahead. Finish your sentence.
Use the other derelict ships as cover and kind of bob and weave through them to, well, not get destroyed. And as far as the roll, 12.
12? Okay. There's a couple of really close calls, and you all take some debris from some of the ships that you all are avoiding with. Ultimately, it's not a little damage, but it's not critical either. And you do eventually make it back onto the Leviathan.
That's a great, by the way, that's a great question, fucking Zen. Should have asked Lyson if he'd seen the language. The thing is Lyson should have voiced his opinion if he would have seen it or not.
Well, this is also like the first time in a long time Lyson has actually been present. And he's mentioned that before. he's the glue that holds it together. So I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, getting back into ship, of course, taking the cart back to the bridge,
okay.
and
Well, okay.
what sort? Okay, so what sort of reports do we have coming back from that ship?
From the new one,
Yeah.
it's pretty heavy. You can, knowing that it's modular, you can kind of see some of the modular points on it. Um, but yeah, no, it's big, it's heavy, it's draining your old shields pretty at a fairly decent rate.
Um, all the damage, of course, is coming frontally, correct?
It's kind of like at an angle, so it's front but on one side.
Okay, divert all power from other shields to that and target target one of the weak points. I
One of
know
the
it's
weak points.
yeah, I know it's going to make it split into two separate vessels, but wait. Shit. Can we see where the bridge is located?
Yeah, you've got a decent idea of where the bridge is located.
Can you center all fire on that?
They do. Roll for me.
18.
It starts to get through and it does a little bit of damage, but then you see some like shielding go over and start covering it.
Do it again, fire again, and follow with a volley of. I know we have some sort of torpedoes, so.
So you're just firing lasers and torpedoes focused on that bridge.
Yeah.
Roll for me again.
19.
19. You go through and it starts to break up some of the shielding, but it's it's making it through, but it's not great progress. And while you all are still maintaining a lot of fire, then they're starting to overpower some of your fighters.
Go ahead and disengage and evasive maneuvers.
Okay. Switch to evasive maneuvers. What exactly are you doing?
Thinking.
Because the ship is pretty nimble.
Yes. Kind of roll ourselves to put the Leviathan and the old or the derelict off-shove vessel between having it be between us.
Okay. So you're having the derelict off shove try and be between you and their ship.
Yeah, and maintain basically whatever they're doing. Keep that vessel between us.
Yeah. Us. They just keep opening fire on that ship as they're like trying to move around and get back to you. They are just tearing into that ship. Roll for me.
19. I love you, Di. You are amazing.
Okay. You're keeping the pacing fairly well. Of no. But that ship is taking some damage.
What's the likelihood of us getting damaged if we ram that ship, that derelict ship?
You ram the derelict ship?
Yes.
Good question. Roll for me.
5.
Do you try it? Are you trying? Oh,
Yes. However, all diverting all power to forward shields and not necessarily ramming it at full speed, coming into contact with it, and after contact is made, punch it.
okay. You get it up there quickly, and it's scratching, but it doesn't seem to do so much. And then when you punch it, it just starts ripping into the front of your ship.
Fuck.
The shields aren't doing hardly anything to it.
Ship has more mass than I thought. Okay. Stop. Not.
Okay, you stop, and now you're kind of wedged into it a bit, and the offshover's starting to get some fire on you again.
Attempt to basically push myself away from the the derelict offshore vessel.
Okay, you start to back up. You pull out of it, but it is definitely still tearing as you're pulling out from it.
That's fine. The damage is done. It is what it is. Disengaging is all that matters at that point in time.
Okay. Roll for me again.
3.
There, you can start hearing some popping and whirring and from power systems going into overdrive, keeping the shield up.
Have we disengaged from the derelict vessel? Okay.
Yeah, you're off of the derelict vessel now.
Okay. Hail the Usu again.
What's going on there, Quirk?
I'm having to disengage. I'm getting ready to lose shields, and I've already sustained hull damage. Tammy, welcome.
Thank you for joining, Tammy. All right, try and get out of there as best you can.
Yep. All right, it's Operation Get the Fuck Out of Dodge, but we're not coming back the way we came. We're gonna go left.
Left is where facing their ship. They're coming up on your left.
Oh, okay, fine. We're gonna go right. We're gonna exit stage right. And 10 seconds. 10-second burn.
10-second burn?
Yep.
All right. You all start going. They're really pounding on you. They're getting through your shields. Roll for me again.
13. Tammy doing pretty good.
They breach through your shields, and as you're going forward, you can hear some explosions coming from way back in the distance on your ship.
Damage report.
They've gotten some of your main thrusters, and you're making decent headway away, but it's they got some thrusters on your way out.
Repairable, or you think it's
not under combat? They can start trying, but they're following at a pretty steady pace. You're gaining traction, but they're not far behind.
Shit. Okay.
Doing well, Tammys. How are you doing?
Go. Tell everyone to brace for impact and do a sudden stop, and then force ourselves down and engage cloaking on the top side of the ship.
Okay.
And then force back.
So you're just gonna go down and then back while cloaking the top?
Yes. Well, as much as plausible, since they can't cloak the entire ship.
Right, cloaking the top. So roll for me.
Yes. 16.
16. So as you do it, you go down, you start going back, and they just scrape the top of your ship and tear into it.
Open fire on the rear. Absolutely shift cloaking to front and obliterate the rear end of the vessel.
All right. So you're opening fire on the rear of the vessel, and you are really hammering their engines hard. There's kind of turning, but you can tell they're losing a lot of velocity. Roll for me again.
19.
19. You do manage to a big portion of it in like the middle does start to like crumble and break apart, and as so the two sub pieces come off. It's like if it's into quarters, like one quarter's left on one side, 2 quarters on this side, they break off, and they're still turning slow. But the 2 are on the side that's being covered by that one segment.
So stop firing, maintain the frontal cloaking, and back away.
Okay, you start backing away, and they're turning, and they're kind of blind firing, but then they're starting to notice where it's at and focusing fire. And they're getting through your shields a little bit faster this time, just because cloaking does take up a decent bit of power.
Mm-hmm. How well does the cloaking track to a fixed object?
To a fixed object, it can do a bit better, but they're kind of seeing like, oh, we're shooting these bolts and they're disappearing there.
Yeah. Concentrate fire on the outside, the furthest the furthest thruster from us.
The furthest thruster from you start firing.
Yeah, so
upon?
like if it's turning like this side.
Yeah, roll for me.
10.
You end up breaking another quarter of that one, and that last one's on its last leg.
Okay. Take out the next
so
one.
You've got 2 1/4 segments.
Yeah. Point being, the way that you have to turn is you have to stop power on one side and increase power on the other. So
yeah.
Removing its ability to turn, meaning to correct, it has to go the opposite direction. So then attack the remaining one.
All right. Roll for me again.
9.
Okay. And then roll one more time for me.
17.
Okay. Your shields are still holding steady, and you get that furthest quarter away. It's taking a lot of damage. There's some fighters coming out, but a lot of your side lasers are taking care of them.
Continuously put distance between us and the off shove, and hail the vessel.
The hailing is blocked. They don't accept the comms, and they just keep opening fire, and they are firing with everything they've got. Their shields are going down some more, but that one that was closest to you, that last quarter, it got all the way turned around, and it is just absolutely hammering into your shields. Roll for me again.
17.
There's a few minor explosions here and there, but nothing too big.
Do we have personnel safely away from those sections of the ship?
I mean, it's not going all the way through. It's taken out integrity, but not breaching through.
Okay.
But to answer your question, yes, there's personnel in those areas.
Move personnel away from. We're gonna move personnel away from those areas.
Okay.
Because there's. I mean, is there anything there, or is it vacant space?
I mean, there's stuff there, but it's like crew quarters and stuff.
Yeah, nah. That's. Get them the fuck away from there.
All right. Go ahead.
Do we have anything that we could use that is more powerful than our most powerful?
What was that last word? It didn't.
Torpedo.
Anything more powerful than your most powerful torpedo?
Like not like I'm not necessarily talking about conventional weaponry here. Could we utilize something to like retrofit a torpedo with something that could do more damage?
I mean, yeah, you could try, putting on like a mini reactor meant for like colonization onto something and then tossing that on them on a shuttle.
I don't want to lose the shuttle. How long would it take to rebuild a shuttle?
Like a day or two.
Dang, it might be worth. You know what? Fuck it. Throw a goddamn. How long does it take one of those reactors to go critical?
I mean, you could get it critical fairly quickly. It's a reactor. Like,
I mean, yes,
just
but
override the safeties and set it to go.
well, how long would it take for that reactor to go critical after you disable the safeties? And can you disable the safeties remotely?
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's a viable option for a torpedo if that's what you're asking.
Yes, that's what I want.
Okay. Roll for me.
18.
18. You all get it on there and you all are sending it on their way. As they're doing it, you're just taking more and more a bunch of structural damage all along the front and sides and top. Roll for me again.
14.
14. The makeshift torpedo gets close and it just blows a hole in the front of it. And it stops moving.
Am I still taking damage, or is it?
I mean, like, you're not taking fire anymore, so I mean, you're not taking any more damage, but like, there's damage to the ship.
No shit. I know there's damage into my ship. That's fine. That's repairable.
Yeah. You are not taking any more damage. No, you've killed off
The ship is incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
Rehail the vessel.
No comms.
Hey, we took it out. Well, now we have 2 off shoves. Make a boarding party.
Make a boarding party?
Yes. I'm not going.
You're not in the same area you were before.
I know.
Like, you're far away from where that graveyard was.
I understand.
Around?
Huh?
Are you just gonna get on the ship?
No, I'm on. No. A boarding party to go board the off-shove vessel that's in front of us.
Okay. Are you gonna do the same thing you did last time?
No.
Okay,
I
what are you
want
doing this
prisoners. I want to see if there's anybody living.
time? Okay, so what are you doing this time?
So I'm just sending security personnel. And
Just security personnel?
And Packard, how do you feel about taking point on a mission?
I mean, I can.
No, I'm kidding. Polston would definitely be the better choice for this.
Okay. So you're sending Polston with a crew to take prisoners?
Yep, to see.
Okay. It takes them a bit to get ready. Roll for me.
Ooh, shit. 16.
So
what did you roll?
After a little bit, they bring back 4 prisoners.
Did we suffer any losses?
2 losses.
2?
Yeah.
Sucks, but okay.
All right.
Take him to the brig.
Alrighty. So they go into the brig and they're all just sitting there, like standing there in their cells.
Cool. Leave them
Do
be
you put
for
them in the same cell or different cells?
different cells.
Okay. They're all just standing there in their
Yep.
cells.
Not giving them a chance to try and kill one another. Okay. With that being said, we're gonna leave that well. Hail Usu again.
Okay. What's up?
So can you take note of my location?
Yeah, it's noted.
Okay. There's I have 4 off-shove prisoners on board, and at my location right now is a second disabled off-shove vessel. I still have my ship. I didn't blow it up.
That's good. The Daedalus should be there soon.
Okay. I mean, if you can have the Daedalus go, I need to repair thrusters, so I mean, I did say hi,
what were
Tammy.
Your casualties like?
We lost 2.
Hey, Tammy.
We only lost 2 on the boarding party.
What about your fighters?
How many? Tiny Reg, how many fighters did we lose?
All of them.
Oh, never mind. We lost all 50? How many was it?
You warped away while the fighters were out. And their fighters were out overpowering yours.
Oh, fuck. Shit. This is not a good time for Green Hill Zone, Spotify. So we lost all of our fighters. So that's 52 casualties.
Yeah.
I mean, 52 casualties on a crew of 22,000 isn't terrible. But 52 casualties is still 52 casualties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Among the casualties was also someone you met, Lieutenant William Malloy.
Wasn't Malloy the one that freaked out about it turned off the hologram? He was eating his sandwich.
No, don't believe so. That was the one that was the pilot in training.
Oh.
From the last crew that you met.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that was that was the 5 people at the table, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, I would say deceased isn't the right word. KIA.
KIA.
Yeah. But you did hear your name, Tammy, when we said hi.
Hi, Tammy.
Yes.
We'll say it again.
How was your cookie? Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a fun.
So what did you do from there?
Start repairing the thrusters.
Okay.
Gotta get the ship operational at least.
Absolutely.
Chocolate chip cookies are pretty yummy.
Absolutely. Roll for me real quick. Could just be doing these rolls. 3. The Daedalus does arrive. It warps in. Their commander hails you.
Quirk.
Hey, Quirk. This is. Fuck. No, I gotta see the rankings. Hey, this is Junior Admiral Juliana Chandler. Looks like you all took some shit.
Yeah. We gave some shit too. I mean, look at the other guy.
Yeah, clearly. Heard y'all have some prisoners, but also have y'all done scans of those 2 planets yet?
No, not yet. I've been ascertaining repairs. Tiny Reg, what do you got from those two planets?
So far as we can tell, one of them shows signs of life. The other one just appears to be completely barren wasteland.
What kind of life is on the one that shows signs of life?
It's hard to say. As far as we can tell, could be off-shove, could be anybody.
Okay. I mean, can we tell if they're sentient? Like, if it
just shows signs of life, doesn't necessarily tell if they're sentient. As far as we can tell, there's a good chance they're sentient, but kind of far away.
Okay. How far away were we from the inhabited planet?
So the distance between you and the off-shove ship, about 7 times that, so it's pretty far away.
Okay.
So well, it's several hundred miles away.
100?
1,000.
So Junior Admiral Chandler, looks like we have a barren planet and a planet that has life on it. Don't know what kind of life, and I mean, we're a few 100,000 miles away from it, so, but we're currently unable to move very quickly.
Understood. Get your systems back online. We'll stand watch and be here if any more show up. By the way, this is where yours is like the smallest class of dreadnought. That one's closer to like medium.
How like
bigger?
How much bigger is bigger?
Like good 10-15%. Which, when it's a massive object, is a lot.
I mean, yes, I understand. Something that is 15% larger than a 12-mile ship means that they're like 2 to 3 miles longer.
Yeah, so...
But 10% would be 1.2 miles. So...
Yeah, 15%. So it's almost 14 miles.
The big boy.
Yeah. It's big. So what are you doing in the downtime? Waiting on repairs and stuff.
I'm gonna go talk to the off-shove.
Okay. There seems to be 3 males and 1 female.
A female. Green skin. A female green alien. How you doing? Nah. Care to identify yourselves?
They just remain silent and like are staring at you.
So I'm Commander Quirk of the USS Leviathan, or I guess I should say actually USS Syndicate. Apologies.
Yeah.
I am commander
Quirk's
of
Leviathan.
Yes, Quirk's Leviathan. I am the commander of this vessel, and as such, since you are prisoners, I do require you to identify yourselves. And I know you can understand me.
They just remain silent.
Hey, Polston.
Yes, Commander.
You remind me of the rules on interrogation.
No torture?
Define torture.
Find obscene content.
You'll know it when you see it.
Exactly.
So, no, I shouldn't do.
I mean, you know what they do to themselves to make the ship work.
Yes, I do. It doesn't necessarily mean I want to make that happen. And for all I know, it may not be painful to them.
That's true.
So I was on the ship there and saw that you guys interface by those intricate ports you have on your arms there. How do those work?
They just look at you.
Assuming from the way that it looks and by all of the blood that was generated from the viscera that happened from whatever decommissioned that ship, it interfaces with your DNA. Does that sound about right?
Female speaks up and she goes, "What do you mean whatever decommissioned that ship? You were on it. Clearly you did it."
No. We literally like booped there and we did not make that giant hole that was in it.
No wonder. It was not as challenging as we expected when we saw the other ship.
Like,
regardless, you had no business being on our property. We won't tell you anything.
Okay, but just to kind of use your own logic against you, if I did take out that ship, wouldn't that mean I was going easy on you not to destroy your vessel? So then would it be
you already
wise?
Admitted that you didn't destroy the ship. So
yeah, but you were the one that assumed that we did. Oh, really? You're the one that actually that doesn't have a running vessel, and yet I still do. So
you hear one of the males bark at the female, and she just doesn't respond to your questioning.
So it was the female that was talking.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, I didn't catch that. So you let the male talk over you and tell you what to do?
Just remain silent.
Good to know that they value to be a second-class citizen. As you can see here by the other women that are in my crew, we don't.
One of the other males says, "And yet you're the one doing all the talking."
It's my vessel. If it happened to be a female commander, she would be doing all the talking.
And who's to say she's the commander?
I don't.
Who's to say that the guy that barked at her is not a superior officer?
Well, by hierarchy standpoints, someone barking an order at someone else would logically be their superior, because that's how that stuff works in the military.
Yet you equate it to sexism. Shows how advanced your society is.
Clearly, you're the one that's causing the sexism, not I.
You're the one that accused the sexism, therefore you're the one offending it.
Not necessarily. That's not what that means. But you know what? You were the one that said you weren't going to say anything else, and yet here you are talking. Congratulations. You got duped into your own scheme.
You remain silent.
I'll be back. Don't worry.
Where are you going from there?
Hmm. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to engineering and see how getting a more getting a detailed report of the damage.
So you've taken quite a bit of structural damage on the front. The shield generators are way overheated. And one of your non-atmospheric thrusters is completely offline at the moment. As well as, they're currently recouping fighters, but there's only like 3 made.
Okay.
Like, even though they're modular, it still takes quite a bit of time to
make
them, and it's not like they had a whole nother fleet of them ready.
Yeah. Hmm.
What are you doing from there?
I'm gonna go eat. Hungry.
You're gonna go eat. All right, what are you gonna go eat?
I mean, I haven't eaten since all of this happened, and it's been what, like, good 6 or 7 hours?
Yeah, it's been a good 6-7 hours.
Yeah, no, I want food.
Cool. What you gonna go eat?
I'm gonna go to the cafeteria at the rear of the ship. I'm also gonna turn off. Also, while I'm there, I want to turn off the hologram so we can visibly see the extent of the damage.
Okay. You turn off the hologram. It's not good. There's like one side of the ship where like there's a big portion where there would be flames and like a glow. There's just not.
And I'm gonna stick.
There's not many people in the mess hall right now.
No, that's fine. I'm going to sit and stare at that, and I'm just gonna have a peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, you have a PB and J. What kind of J?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Actually,
PB and
no.
Strawberry J.
No. Boysenberry. Peanut butter.
Boysenberry.
Yes.
All right. So you have a PB and boysenberry J. It's pretty good.
This was delicious.
What you'd expect.
Yes.
Fucking PB and J.
Fuck yeah.
There's a couple people, shuffling in and out, eating here and there, but like no one's really saying anything.
Roll for jelly. You got an 8. What does that mean? What kind of jelly does that translate to?
It's still boysenberry, but it's not great.
Ew. Too bad, I've already eaten it.
Yeah. That was just not what you were feeling at all. It was like you had a PB&J, but what you were really craving was some pasta.
I mean, I'm always craving pasta, but I wanted something quick and easy. PB&J it is. Not like I actually have to prepare it. Out of date. It's digitally synthesized when it's made. It can never be out of date.
I mean, it can synthesize out of date stuff.
Oh, shit.
But you didn't request it, so. No, you just weren't feeling it. It was kind of one of those things where like you're expecting water and it's Sprite. I mean, yeah, Sprite's still good. It's just jarring. And you were just like, man, I just really wanted pasta. How the fuck did I get this?
Lagged. Oh. After eating, I'm going to go back to the off shove.
Okay. You go there and they're still just standing there.
Are any of you hungry?
None of them say anything.
I mean, have the ability to create anything you want.
One of them kind of moves their head and then just goes back to how they were looking before.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm bracing. What am I bracing myself for?
Hold. Hold. Taking the suggestions from the audience. Phoning a friend.
I'm expecting a monologue here. Come on. If it's it's not, but it mentally it is. It's a simple sandwich. Clearly I wanted pasta and didn't realize it.
He clearly wanted pasta and was like, you know what, PB&J. I don't want it at all, but I'm gonna have that.
I'm gonna nom it. And nom the fuck out of some PB&J when I really want some chicken Alfredo.
I'm in a bad mood and all I want is chicken Alfredo.
Played yourself.
Let me have a PB&J.
Fuck.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I'm going to play devil's advocate here, even though I just ate. Peter, could you give me a nice, good 24-ounce sirloin, perfectly seared, on the table here in front of me, and a knife and a fork?
The ghost just says, the fuck? All that shit's in the mess hall.
And?
I mean, you could go to the, Brig mess hall and get something, but, like, I can't just make shit up here.
You had one job.
It was, I couldn't pick it up, asshole.
Fine. Someone bring it here, please.
Someone brings it there.
Sure you're not hungry? It's based upon upon your mouth structure from what we've seen, you're carnivores. This must look fucking delicious to you.
The one looks over at it and then looks back the way they were looking again.
Cutting into it, taking a bite. Oh, so delicious. Perfectly seared, medium rare. Sure, you don't. 16. Roll for how it's done. I mean, I didn't say how done it was, so.
The female says, I'll take the food, but I'm not telling you anything.
You don't get the food without talking.
And I guess I'm not getting food.
Okay, I guess I'll just sit here and enjoy the steak. Oh man, so juicy.
How much of it are you going to eat before you stop?
I'm gonna eat it all. So one of them.
You eat it all. None of them says anything.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
So you leave?
I leave, but I don't leave the brig. Roll for choking hazard. I leave there. I leave to where basically so they can't see where I'm at.
Gotcha. And what are you doing?
Just watching, seeing how they react when I'm not there.
You're just standing there.
Tiny Reg.
Yes, Commander.
Does anything show that they're able to communicate with themselves with, basically telepathically?
Does not appear so.
And with that bark earlier, were we able to translate that?
It wasn't part of their language. It was literally just a bark, like, ah. As far as we can tell.
Okay. What does the insignia on the female happen to be similar to that one, to the footage of the arm that worked on the in the initial ship?
All four of them look different, but none of them look like the one that brought up the console.
Okay. Trying to see if I can get a read, find an inn. Because clearly, is it the female? So the one that kept looking over and looking back, was it the female or was it one of the other males?
Who's the female?
I'll be right back. Walk back
Okay.
up, walk over to the mess hall and have them make another 4-ounce sirloin. Cooked the exact same way.
Yeah.
Walk back into the brig, walk over to where the female is, and slide it into her cell and turn around and walk away.
To where they can't see you again?
Yep.
Are you just watching to see what they do again?
Yep.
One of the males barks at her and goes, "If you eat that, you're a traitor, and you know it." And then she just stands there looking at him. She goes, "I know." And then just keeps standing there.
Make sure that that plate stays warm.
Okay. The floor underneath it keeps it kind of warm. It just heats up a little bit.
Let's see how dealing with the smell of something. Because
Roll for me.
16. Polston, correct me if I'm wrong here.
How long do you... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but Polston, correct me if I'm wrong here, but would this classify as torture?
No, you're providing them with food.
So if they're purposefully starving themselves and that's on them, right? We can't say anything about that?
That's on them.
Okay.
How long do you wait?
Give it 10 minutes.
They don't move.
Okay. I walk back and go grab a second one. Go put it in one of the male cells. Same thing.
Okay. He doesn't even flinch as you put it in.
Walk back. Same thing. Don't let it get cold.
Okay.
Go back and go grab 2 more. Go put them in the other.
One in each of them.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't flinch either.
Good night, Tammy.
Night, Tammys. They're not flinching either.
Okay. That's fine. Don't let them get cold.
Okay.
They may not flinch now, but their impulses will take over.
How long do you wait?
Oh, it also that won't leave. Those plates aren't moving.
So you're just gonna wait until something happens?
Uh-huh. Notify me when something happens. Wake me up if you have to.
Okay. So after 3 days, you get a report that one of them has collapsed and died.
Which one died?
One of the males.
One of the males? Okay. Don't move the body.
Just keep waiting.
Just leave it be.
Okay.
Communicate, of course, to the Usu that one of them has perished under their own volition for refusing food, of course.
Okay. They understand. They tell you to, just keep an eye on them and see if you can get anything out of them.
Yep. Oh, now, actually, since one of them's died, 3 glasses of ice cold water.
Okay.
Placed right next to it. And make sure that beverage never gets warm.
Okay. You put the waters in with them. After another few hours, another one of the males collapses and dies. And the female starts getting fidgety and the other male keeps barking at her. You just keep waiting?
Yeah. I
Eventually,
who's the prisoner here? Not I. I could do whatever the fuck I want. I don't. It's one of those. They're bringing this on themselves. I'm not saying they have to eat. I'm just because you know that that's all they can smell. That's literally anything that's permeating their existence. The smell of that meat.
After another hour or so, the other male collapses. And I mean, like, they were all getting tired and like starting to sit down for a while, but like just collapses and dies. And shortly after, the female just starts immediately eating on the steak and drinking the water.
Walk back in, sit down in front of her. Now, are we ready to talk?
Roll for me.
18.
No. She just keeps eating. And she finishes it off and then drinks the water.
Okay. Be here if you want to.
She just goes and sits in the corner. I mean, she's taken off her helmet to eat and stuff like that.
And Mr. DM, what does she look
Yes.
like when she takes off her helmet?
She has like blued silverish hair and like very, very bluish eyes, like light blue eyes.
Okay.
But other than that, looks basically human with the green skin. The shapes of her eyes is very different. So like they're still round, but like the pupils are very diamond shaped. And instead of being white with like black pupils, it's white, and then the middle of the pupils very silvery.
Okay. Zen, what's torture?
I was wondering when he'd notice that he said that.
Forcing, like, making them to where they're refusing to eat food, or leaving them in solitary within themselves. Because offering the food and leaving it in front of them, leaving the bodies, it's called psychological warfare for a reason. It's meant to be torture, but there's nothing wrong with that. I have no idea I've never been in contact with a living offshove. It could kill us all. And since they're in a self-contained unit, the easiest way to contain that biohazard is keeping them in their cells. Congratulations, Containment 101. It died. Sucks for that. You can see your brethren die beside you. Don't know what to tell you. Would treat you no differently.
Yeah.
Hell, you would even be a prisoner at that point in time.
So what do you do next?
Oh, hi. Now I'm gonna go check on everything else. You should quarantine yourself. Well, see, here's the thing. When we went to investigate the offshove vessel, we were in spacesuits, so we were already sealed. So when we came back, all of that was, we were decontaminated before we entered the ship again.
Yeah.
So I interacted, but I didn't touch.
True. So you just go do other things on the ship?
Go do other things, because it's not like she's going anywhere, and it's not like I'm going, and it's not like the ship's moving anytime soon.
Yeah. So
basically, right. So while we're waiting, while that's happening, I'm gonna go take we're gonna Quirk packed card. I am bringing huge reg for this, and Lyson and I are gonna go investigate the planet.
The planet?
Yeah, I want to get close enough to scan the planet to be able to ascertain what's there.
Just here. Who all were you taking again? Huge Reg,
Lyson, packed card, and I will bring Polston. He's earned his way into the fold.
So Huge Reg, packed card, Lyson, and Polston.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all are gonna go head to the planet.
We're gonna go. Not. I don't want to. I want to stay far enough away so we can scan the planet.
Gotcha. Are you all moving the whole ship or taking
no
shuttle?
Shuttle.
Okay, so you all take a shuttle. Well, 2 shuttles. And you all go in and you all start scanning the planet. It definitely looks like there's sentient life there.
Okay. Does it seem? Is it anything that we've witnessed or seen or anything else of that nature?
I mean, it's humanoid. That's about as much as you can tell.
Okay. Does it seem like are they primitive? Are they industrial era? Are they postmodern?
They seem space era, but
space era?
It doesn't seem like a militarized planet or anything.
How far into spacefaring? Like beginning, FTL capability? Because that changes based upon how we interact with them.
I mean, as far as you can tell from life signs and like the scans that you're able to do from the shuttle, it's spacefaring. There's ships going to and leaving the planet, smaller ones.
Okay, so there's obvious traffic going in and out of Atmo. Okay, that's not necessarily meaning it's FTL capable, but at least they're not confined to their home planet.
Right.
Okay.
It's getting close to rating time, though.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's probably going to be a good place to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, actually, what's the scan of the planet? Like, what's gravity look like? What's atmosphere stuff? Is it similar to Earth?
It's similar to Earth. The atmosphere is a bit arsenic rich.
Okay.
But the gravity seems to be about the same. There's still nitrogen and oxygen, all that in the atmosphere, but it seems to be a bit arsenic rich as well.
Viable for safe for us or
no?
Okay. Okay. But yeah. That was intense.
Yeah.
Fucking tell me you interacted, trying to tell me that I don't know my own goddamn shit. Zen. God. Fucking space magic shit, son. That all that shit gets burned off. All that blood and gore didn't breach the inside of my spacesuit. I mean, I know my hand got cut. That does actually bear into question of anything. You know what? I probably should go get checked out by Huge Reg.
You're gonna go get checked up by Huge Reg?
Yeah, since I did injure myself, where there was just to make sure.
Okay. You go up and like there's some arsenic on you, like trace amounts, because like you can tell that they were in an arsenic environment, but it's nothing hazardous to you.
Yeah, but she took her helmet off in the confines of her. How do you know the cells aren't airtight? It's future space. It's not like it's fucking iron bars.
Yeah.
It could be permeable. So, yeah. You're assuming that it's a permeable membrane. It may not be a permeable membrane. Just because there's a barrier doesn't mean that the sound can't go through it.
Yeah. But anyways,
Oh no,
yeah, there's some
the
arsenic on
steaks
you.
and
But
everything were inside their cells.
yeah, no, like either they could smell it and it's not airtight, or they couldn't smell it and it is airtight.
Yeah. No, the food was in their cells.
Yeah, he did put the food in their cells.
In their
So
cells.
that would remove the airtightness though.
No.
DM says yes.
I mean, to initially like push it through, sure.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like whenever you were putting the food in, it broke the seal.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yes, absolutely, because you have to. But there's a significant difference between long-term exposure and short-term exposure.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, trace amounts of arsenic are on you, just saying, you know, I mean, there's arsenic on you, but there's nothing hazardous.
So this could potentially be an off-shove world.
Possibly. As far as that's all the information you've got is that this planet has arsenic, and they've got, you know, you've come into contact with arsenic.
And other than the obvious stab wound in my hand, there's no damage. Like I'm not.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's like some arsenic on the stab wound more so than the rest of you, but yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that seems like a pretty decent spot to leave off on.
And we got
Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad's playing Rogue Company. Ektoro's just chatting. Fucking miracles. Playing 7 Days to Die.
Let's do Bomb Squad.
Okay. Whoa. Hey. Mute the sound, because yes. Right here. Ah, we're selling someone. Oh, hey, that's not good.
What'd you do?
Oh, my mom. Oh, everything minimized.
Good job.
That's good. That's great. That's funny.
Make sure you grab your raid messages.
Raid. Bomb Squad stream. Grab your raid messages. Yes. Boop. Spaghetti naked.
I'd already put it in the chat.
Spaghetti naked. Making bacon pancakes.
Bacon in, I put it in a pancake.
Cake. Bacon pancakes. Fucking Adventure Time is amazing.
Bam, 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 bam.
Now you're in New York. All right. Appreciate every single one of you beautiful bastards for watching us. Love you guys for it. Thank you. Thursday should be Tectonica. But it may also end up being Diablo 4 because reasons.
Yeah.
But
be sure to join us in on Thursday if you can, and be sure to join in with us next week, because next Thursday is our 2-year anniversary.
Peace out, Girl Scouts. Say bye.